Good morning. I'd like to share today's daily word with you. Today's word is healing. Taking good care of myself supports my healing. Sometimes it's hard to say no to friends. Excuse me. Sometimes it's hard to say no to friends, family, work, church, or volunteer organizations I care about and want to serve. But when I'm overextended and depleted, I do not do my best. And I may put my emotional, physical, or mental health at risk. Taking on too much and saying yes to every request may be a sign there is something deeper within me that is out of alignment and in need of healing. Perhaps I may feel fear or judgment or reluctance to disappoint someone. I heal when I slow down, pray, and welcome God's grace. I treat myself gently and make time for relaxation and priority. Secure in divine love, I know when to say yes, or, for my well-being, to kindly but confidently say no, not at this time. And from Psalms 103, 2 and 3, bless the Lord, O my soul, and do not forget all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquity, who heals all your diseases. I light this candle to represent the Christ light that shines in and for all of humanity. May this light ignite in us divine love that transforms our energy into divine action. Before I have our opening prayer, I would like to invite everybody to put your phones on vibrate or to turn them off so as not to disrupt the service. We appreciate your cooperation. And at this time, I invite you to turn within for our opening prayer. As we just take this moment to deepen our awareness, to move into our heart space, and to truly feel the energy that's moving through this room, the energy of love. We are so truly grateful to have this place to come to share with like-minded people, to hear truth as we know it and accept it. It fills our hearts to overflowing with love, with beauty, with wisdom and understanding. All of these attributes that we realize from within ourselves. It fills us with joy to know that we are among like-minded people. And so thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to be here this morning and to hear the words that are spoken by Reverend Shea, who gives us an opportunity to take what we hear out into the world and to share it through actions and through the spoken word. Thank you for the music that is played that fills our souls with joy, and the prayers that are said with sincerity that go out to touch the lives of all who are open and receptive to that energy. We are truly grateful for each and every person who is here today. We are filled with joy and love and compassion, all these things and so much more. So we are just filled with giving thanks and thanksgiving. And so it is, and so it shall be. Amen.
Yes, it's a good day for singing a song, and it's a good day for moving along. Yes, it's a good day. How could anything be wrong? A good day from morning to night. And it's a good day for shining your shoes, and it's a good day for losing the blues. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. A good day from morning to night. I said to the sun, good morning, sun. Rise and shine today. You know you gotta get going if you wanna make a showing. And you got the right of way, 'cause it's a good day for paying your bills, and it's a good day for curing your ills. So take a deep breath and throw away your pills, 'cause it's a good day from morning to night. Good morning, sun. Good morning, sun. Rise and shine today. You know you gotta get going if you're gonna make a show. good day for paying your bills, and it's a good day for curing your ills. So take a deep breath and throw away your pills, 'cause it's a good day from morning to night. It's a good day from morning to night. It's a good day from morning to night.
It's a good day to be alive. Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Sussex County, where we are a community committed to the unity principles and living in Christ consciousness. We are open and welcoming to all people and bless any path that has led you here today or online. Those watching online, we invite you to please say hi in the chat area and then like and share the video. And any new guests here at our center this morning, we invite you to sign the guest registry, which is out in the lobby, and to receive a welcome packet. Or you may email us at admin@unityofsussexcounty.org to receive one. Now, please join me in saying the decrees that are on the monitors behind me. First, to all the youth and young people here and around the world, we love you, we anoint you, we appreciate you just the way you are. Our vision statement: centered in spirit, we honor and celebrate the oneness of all life. And our mission statement: with joyful open hearts, we embrace diversity, encourage creative expression, and empower spiritual growth. We'd like to thank all of you, new and returning and online, for joining us for today's Sunday celebration. My name is Dolly Ferrari, and I'm one of your prayer chaplains. I will be available after service for anyone who would like added prayer support. Today's musical inspiration is provided by Toni Hamilton and Mike Bardash on the piano. We're beginning to see a lot of you. That's a good thing. That's a wonderful thing. So each week we like to remind you that we do have a prayer box we keep on the table in the lobby. We invite you to fill out a form which is on the table or on the seat backs in front of you whenever you're here. You can complete a form and place it in the prayer box at any time. The prayer chaplains and Reverend Shea will uplift your prayers for 30 days, while the prayer team prays for all first names only on the list. We've got about 15 on our prayer team now. It's amazing. It just keeps expanding. To just think of all those people every day keeping you in prayer. These requests are also sent out to Unity Prayer Ministry in Lee Summit, Missouri, and included in their daily prayer vigils for 30 days. So I invite you at this time to turn within with me for our prayer box blessing. In this moment, we turn our awareness to our heart space and welcome the opportunity to hold each and every person, condition, or situation that's been placed in this box in our hearts, and know that all is being unfolding before them in divine order, that each and every person is receiving according to their need, that God makes straight the crooked roads and lights the path before them. The God of our understanding is always there, always working, in all ways and always. And so we keep our minds in our highest elevation, the highest consciousness, and welcome the opportunity to know the highest and the best for each and every individual. They are being divinely led to wherever they need to be, do, say. We know that love is in their hearts, and it is the love of Spirit that guides them throughout the day. We hold this in the highest consciousness, knowing all is being revealed. All love, all wisdom, all understanding, all the attributes of spirit is available to each and every individual. And that still small voice speaks to them in the quiet. Release our cares and concerns into God's care and keeping, knowing that it is not I, but the Christ within that does the work. We are the channels through which it works. Thank you for the opportunity to hold these people in prayer. And so it is, and so it shall be. Thank you, Joanne. I would now like to turn the service over to Reverend Shea.
Greetings, everyone. It's nice to see everyone. Nice to see everyone. I just want to make an announcement to those watching online. We're having some challenges with our Wi-Fi this morning. It's really windy here, and so, it's down. Okay, so just point me when it's back on. All right, so those of you that are here, we're having some challenges with our Wi-Fi this morning because it's windy out, so the service keeps going down. So, Jillian, when it goes up, just give me just get my attention so I can let the folks know online, and you can type online that we're having some issues, and we will post it afterwards this afternoon. All right. Well, thank you for your patience for that announcement. That's also why you hear the beeping, but we're okay. Everything's safe. So, anyway, hey, we have a lot going on here, and so I have the great pleasure of telling you what's happening here in the community over the next few weeks. We are rolling into the holiday season. Is everybody ready? Yeah, no one's ready, right? Well, someone may be ready. Anyway, all right, well, the first thing I want to tell you about is I just want to remind everyone that we have 2 book studies. They are long-standing book studies. They've been running for about 15 or 20 years. There is one that is on Tuesday evening, and that one is at 7:30 p.m. They're both online, by the way. They're both on Zoom. So the one on Tuesday, they're reading a book by Jack Kornfield, Bringing Home the Dharma, Awakening Right Where You Are. And the one on Wednesday is an afternoon book study, and that one is at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and they just started. It says the 5th, but they actually started it last week. A new book. The book isn't new, but it's new to everybody in a book study. It's by a gentleman named Paul Selig, and it's called I Am the Word. Has anyone read any Paul Selig books? All right, well, they're awesome. They're awesome books. They are channeled books, so you may or may not be comfortable with that, but really, they're just explaining eternal truths, the same types of things we talk about here at Unity. So I invite you into that, just so you know you don't have to read the books beforehand, that in the book study, they literally read the book, and then they stop when someone has a question or someone has a comment. So it's a wonderful way to be in community and also get another perspective on eternal truths. The other thing that we have going on is we're about to have some of our holiday events. So the choir will be up-leveling for the holidays. So if you're interested in sharing your voice, does anyone like to sing in the shower? Probably everybody, right? If you want to sing in person, you can join the choir. So there'll be a rehearsal this evening, and there's 3 more rehearsals. The dates are up on the screen. Excuse me. And if you're interested, you can see Jan. Jan, will you raise your hand? That's Jan Juritsma. All right, we welcome your voice. Even if you don't think you can sing, but you like to sing, come on out. It's a lot of fun. And those of you that really can sing, please come on out. All right. The other thing we have going on is every year there's something called the Giving Tree. Now, the Giving Tree is already set up. It's in our lobby. That was originally started by Renee Zerold and Fred Zerold. And this year there's another team that's working with Renee. We have, who is it? It's Angie Quesselite, Kathy Heffernan, and Nancy Harrington is the group. So right now there's ornaments on the tree. There's going to be more ornaments put there tomorrow. There's, I think, 6 families, and I think it's about 8 children, I think, right now, and we'll have some more ornaments for more children, for 6 more families. But basically, the way this works is you take an ornament, if you'd like to participate, and you buy a gift that's on the ornament. So what happens is each young person gets 2 gifts. They get some clothes, a clothing item, and then they get either a toy or something that they asked for. So we invite you into that sacred service for the holidays. It's wonderful, it's fun, it's really giving some children in need a gift that they may not receive. Some of these children might not receive any gifts this year other than the ones that come from this center. All of the families are connected with the Samaritan Inn, and these are families that were houseless. They moved to Samaritan Inn, and Samaritan Inn helps to get them homes and get them back on their feet. So we'd like to help those children have a bright holiday. So make sure you take an ornament if you are able. And just know what you have to do is you have to bring an unwrapped gift back to the center no later than Sunday, December 15th. What's the date? December 15th. Yes, December 15th. So please don't forget, because we want every child. If you have an ornament and you can't get a gift for whatever reason, please contact the center so we can get the gift so that every child can have 2 gifts, all right? And some of them are teenagers, all right? Okay. The next thing is we have, Yes, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. So, thank you, Dolly. So when you bring the gift, you put it in a bag, you leave it unwrapped, and then you connect the ornament that you took that has the information on the ticket. That way we know what child is getting the gift. Because it doesn't have the child's name. They're all numbered. Okay? All right. That way they keep anonymous. All right. So the next thing is we have our wonderful 2 annual holiday services that are coming up. The first one will be on December 7th. That's the first Sunday in December. It's the second Sunday of Advent, and it is the Heart and Soul Remembrance Service. So this is where we hold in our hearts and acknowledge and honor all those that are no longer here with us. They've either passed on, maybe a wonderful friend has moved away, and you don't have as much connection, but we get to honor these people because the holidays can be joy-filled and fantastic, right? But also, sometimes we start to miss those people that are no longer here, and we start to grieve. And so we have this service every year, and what happens is we'll have a tree in the back, and we'll be able to place the names of those individuals on the tree, and myself, the prayer chaplains, and the prayer team will pray over that tree through the rest of the year, right? So to uplift all those people, even though they're not here, hey, whatever they're doing, wherever they are, we can still uplift them. All right, the other fantastic holiday service is our holiday candle lighting service. That is on Friday, December 12th, and that's at 7 p.m. And so we invite you here. Hey, tell your friends and your family. We'd love to have a wonderful group of people come. That's usually a really big service. Toni will be here with us as well that day. She always comes and participates, and it's just a fantastic uplifting. It's really a wonderful event. All right, the next thing we have going on is we call it a winter's market, and that starts on November 30th, which is the first Sunday of Advent. Yeah, the first Sunday of Advent is actually in November. So what's the winter market? Does anyone make anything here? Do they make things that they'd like to sell? Does anyone need some holiday gifts? Because they didn't purchase anything yet? All right, well, that's what the winter market is. If you're someone that makes something and you'd like to offer it to this community, then please see Toni Manzi. Toni, raise your hand. And you will be able to participate in that winter market. We just ask that some of the proceeds become a generosity offering to Unity of Sussex County. And so that's going to happen for the four Sundays of Advent. It was up there, but it's the 4 Sundays of Advent. All right. So why do we have this slide? So in Unity, it gets a little confusing. So there were actually 2 Unity big organizations. Unity headquarters, Unity World headquarters, which is out at Unity Village, and then Unity Worldwide Ministries. They have two different functions, right? And I'm not going to go into all of that. I know I've explained it before, but it gets a little confusing. But basically, the Daily Word and the publications, and then the messaging about Unity comes from Unity headquarters. That's the logo in blue. And then Unity Worldwide Ministries is the association for the ministers, the ministries, and the licensed Unity teachers. And that's the white logo. So about a year ago, there was discussion. Well, actually, this keeps happening over and over again in history. At one point, they were one unit, one organization, and then they split apart. And then about a year ago or so, there was discussion about bringing them back together. Now, that discussion has occurred many times in history, but this time there was a lot of energy behind it. Sometimes, what do they say? You get to the tipping point, you get to the right place at the right time, it becomes divine order, all the right people come into place. Well, that's what happened. So over the last year, they have been working tirelessly to come up with a plan to bring these two organizations together. Now, there was a vote because Unity Worldwide Ministries is a membership organization. So there was a vote on November 5th. All the ministers could vote. All the licensed Unity teachers could vote. And then each ministry had 4 delegates. So here at Unity of Sussex County, we had 4 delegates. Well, that vote ended up being successful. Yes, 91% of the people voting, I think it was 925 people of like 1,020 people, something like that. 91% said yes, let's come back together. If we're Unity, how could we have 2 organizations? We say we're one, so let's be one. And now with coming together, there's going to be some changes. The ministry shouldn't see that many changes, but we should have some opportunities that we haven't had before. Headquarters does a lot of studies, they do a lot of outreach, and it looks like we're going to be able to participate in that. We're going to be able to participate in some of the riches of this merger. It's not really a merger, but for information's sake, I'll just call it that. So, yeah, it was. So I want to show you a video by Unity. Now it's just Unity. Unity's CEO, Jim Blake. Oh, we can't play it. All right, we can't play the video. All right. We'll have to play it next week. So if you, yes, the universe had other plans. All right, well, basically, it's a wonderful video. It is in the newsletter. If you get the newsletter, it's in the newsletter. And we'll play it next week. If it comes up before the end of service, we'll play it. But I also want to let you know what's also come about in the last month or two is that I was asked to run for the Unity Eastern Region Board. We're part of the Eastern Region, and I am now on the board, and I'm actually the vice president of the Unity Eastern Region Board. And so I make that announcement with each of you in my heart because, yes, I'm on the board, and guess what ministry I represent? Unity of Sussex County. So let me give you guys a round of applause. All right. Thank goodness we have offline ability to share slides, right? All right. So if you ever want to apply, if you want to sign up and register for anything, you can do that in the lobby. You can also go to our website at unityofsussex.org. You can also call the center at 973-383-6277, or you can also send an email to admin@unityofsussex.org. If you ever miss a service, this is only the first time I think this has ever happened since I've been here, that we've been down. But if you ever miss the service, you can watch us on Facebook.com/Unity of Sussex. If we go down ever, we will put the recording up later because we're still recording it. Also, if you can't be here or you want to watch it again, just go to our Facebook page. You can also go to our website later in the week, unityofsussex.org, and the recording will be there. So with that, I invite everyone to stand. We're going to greet each other. We like to greet each other with a Namaste greeting, because Namaste is a Sanskrit word that says, the divinity in me honors and celebrates the divinity in you. Namaste. Namaste, namaste. And even though we're not live, let's just face the camera so when they watch it, we can say, namaste, namaste. All right. Thank you, everyone. And I invite you to stay standing. We're going to sing the congregational song. It's a song called Grateful, and the words will be on the screen.
Grateful, 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 grateful. Find your voice. Grateful, 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 grateful.
So I invite everyone to get comfortable. If it feels good, take a deep breath in, and then let it out slowly. And I also invite you to either close your eyes or soften your gaze. If it feels more comfortable, you can focus on something or somewhere in the room. This is a time where we can literally just be, just simply be. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. And in this space, in this sacred space, we realize that we aren't actually breathing. We are being breathed. Oh, the energy of God flows through us to breathe us. That energy has our hearts beating. That energy has our body functioning in ways that we don't quite understand, even though we think we do. And then we simply say grateful. Grateful. grateful that we have a chance to simply be. We have a chance to allow Spirit to just move through us, to envelop us, and to be aware of this happening. So now we consciously connect with the breath. We consciously connect with our physicality, our bodies, parts of our bodies that we don't actually ever consider. So grateful for not only our eyes and our nose and our ears, but so grateful for our fingertips. So grateful for our pinky toe. Just grateful. Thank you, body, for showing up. Thank you, body, for being available today to be in this receptive mode that we're calling being. And now we simply just take this in as we enter into the silence. I welcome you back into the awareness of what we call now, although it's always now and now and now and now. And we allow that gratitude to keep moving through our day. the elements. The earth also is grateful for each and every one of you, because you taking the time to slow down helps to ease the way. Not just for Mother Earth, but for all. Something has happened and something is happening right here and right now, because you stood and sat as the energetic presence of spirit. Just simply being, helping others, although you may never know who they are, to help to recalibrate their nervous system. Helping someone else to lift up and bless their body. Willing to know that there is so much richness in the silence. Thank you. Thank you for being willing to just simply be. Letting your expansiveness just continue to grow. And for good measure, we take one more conscious breath, connecting us with the allness that is within, out with, simply everywhere present. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Christ within. Thank you, Holy Spirit that inspires each and every one. And so it is. So some of you may know this song, and we put the words of the chorus on the screen.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think that God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, all in all, needing us to shine His light as me, as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is a love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new, and God needs us to shine His light as me, as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. God needs us to shine His light. God needs us to shine His light. God needs us to shine His light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do.
Oh, wasn't that beautiful? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Toni. Use me. Oh, God. Oh, I stand for you. And here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Wow. Now that's a song you might want to be careful about singing. For real. If you sing it too loud and you get into it, guess what? You're gonna get used. Right? But you don't get what do the Rolling Stones say? You don't get what you want, you get what you need, right? And guess what? We are the representation of God on earth. We are the representation of Spirit on earth. We are the representation of the allness on earth. So guess what? There are many times that we are being used, but in a good way. In a good way. Now, are we conscious of those opportunities to be used? Not the way we want to be used, the way we need to be used. Dolly's feeding me the words. Yes, yes, and yes. So, all year, we've been talking about embracing the inner light. Embracing the inner light. So there's a light in each of us, right? Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Now, he meant himself, but he also meant the I am presence that's in each and every one of us. So that means there's an I am presence in you, and you, and you, and you, and you, all of us. And that I am presence is the light of the world. So there is light within you. You are, in fact, light. You can't help but to shine your light, even when you try to hide it. Even when you try to put it under a bushel, no. This little light of mine. And as you embrace the inner light, guess what? You might hear the whispers of, use me. Use me. So every month we set an intention. Some people like to call it a sub-theme. I like to call it an intention because when it's an intention, we're moving into it. We have the intention of being this in the world. And so this month, the intention is radiating appreciation. Our inner light shines and transforms. Radiating. Appreciation. Our inner light shines and transforms. And so to bring that alive, we have a decree. We invoke it. We have a decree. And this month, the decree is, I actually said the decree. I'm so excited. That's okay. You guys are like, let her do it. Thank you. All right, well, I already said the decree. But the intention is reforming and transforming with appreciation. But let's go ahead and say the decree with me. Radiating appreciation, our inner light shines and transforms. I'm off to the races. All right. Well, what does all of this mean? What are we all talking about? And why did we sing Use Me when we're talking about appreciation? Well, Today's message is an aspect of appreciation. And guess what? Being used is an aspect of appreciation. Because when you are being used, not by human folk, we're talking about this greater nature within you, this light that wants to burst out and radiate everywhere. You are being in and of service. In and of service. And when you are in and of service, guess what? You are radiating appreciation. You appreciate as you are in service, you start to appreciate others more and yourself. And guess what? Others appreciate you more, and then they start to get the bug to be in and of service. Now, this is service from a generous heart. This is from the spirit of generosity. And we mentioned that generosity is, in fact, generative. Generosity is generative. So if I'm moving in a generous way, I'm not just being in service because someone said, oh, I need your help. And you're like, I don't want to do it, but all right, I'll do it. Actually, I do that. Well, I don't do that. But what happens is I get an invitation and I go, I don't want to do that. Almost every time. And then I feel the God ping. I call it the God ping. It gets me right here. I feel this little, It's not a hard push, but it's a little, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta do it. Why? Because I sung Use Me, oh Lord. You sing it once, and it still gets you. Because it feels good when you sing it, right? When you are being used in and of service, do you feel good? Who's ever done anything to help someone? Yeah, I would expect everybody's hands to go up, right? And they did. Do you feel good after you help them? Yeah. You feel good. You can feel it through your whole body. You can feel it through your emotions. That joy starts to come out. There's not just a level of gratefulness. You start to have a different value of yourself, whether you know it or not. And then when others are being in and of service for you, do you appreciate them? Yeah. It's an aspect of appreciation. Now, some of you know the 5 love languages. There's a book, I forget the gentleman who wrote it, but it talks about that we usually show love in one of 5 ways. Let's see if I can remember them. Someone might have to help me. It's words of appreciation, acts of service, gifts, and what are the other 2? I think one is like communication, right? Touch, thank you. She's going like this. I'm like, prayer? I don't know what this is. And then I think I said words of appreciation. Now I can't remember the 5th one. Anyway, one of them is acts of service. Those 5 love languages, right? So there's words of appreciation and acts of service. Those are 2 of them. But the way you receive love may not be the way you give love. And we can up-level it. How do we up-level it? We up-level it by going to the Christ within. And the Christ within helps us to move into this place where our light can't help but to shine. And then we start to see people a little differently. And we become available to others in ways that we weren't available before. And we step into service. Sometimes being in service is just having a willingness to stop what you're doing because someone needs to be heard. Just someone needs to be heard. Have you ever been in a conversation and you're like, okay, I got to go, but you know that person still needs to express. They need a gentle heart to hold them. And sometimes you might know, oh, they've said this before. They keep saying the same thing over and over again. But I can show up in a compassionate way and hold them in such a way that maybe they will really feel heard this time. And then with my love coming back to them because I'm open to them, they might actually shift. They may not have to say it again because they were really heard. Has anyone had that experience? Have you ever had the experience where you are talking to someone and somehow, some way, you start saying words you haven't even thought of? And you see their eyes go like this. And they suddenly hear something they never heard before because you are actually Gabriel in this moment. Yes, Gabriel the angel bringing words to Mary. You are Gabriel bringing words of wisdom to the individual. You don't even know where you got it from because guess what? You're being used. You are in and of service. And man, are they appreciative because they start to transform. They start to transform. Now, has any of you ever had that experience? Yeah, I know I have. Where sometimes I'm like, is this an earthling talking to me? They're talking about something I've only spoke about in whispers in my quiet time, in my prayers. And my prayer is being answered because I'm being given direction by someone that either I know or I don't even know. Because they're being used. And man, appreciation occurs. And that appreciation isn't just a one-time thing. It keeps growing and growing and growing. So acts of service are an aspect of appreciation. So the fifth principle in unity, so we have 5 principles. And the fifth principle is it's not enough to know the truth that we learn. We have to live it. Now, what does that really mean? Some say, well, you got to do some stuff. And really, it's about being. And it's about being in and of service. And so what does that really mean? That means when you are in prayer, when you take time to pray, and you know how we just meditated? Guess what? You were in service. You were being used. You might have thought it was just for you, and man, you felt good, right? But guess what? It's not just for you. It's for the person sitting next to you. It's for everyone in this room. That time of you centering, calling in your God essence, it can't help but radiate out. Your light radiates, and so other people are being touched. Guess what? Your meditation is in service to all of humanity. Wow. That's kind of cool. I mean, that might feel a little scary. Hopefully it doesn't. But I think it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. So as you center, as you calibrate your nervous system, you help others. Now, we know there's some people, and sometimes those people are us, that we start looking out at the world, and we start seeing all what we call the ills of the world, and all the things we say, oh, that's reality, but we're just looking at the stuff that gives us anxiety, hurts our heart. And sometimes it's hard to shift from that thing we call reality to the good in the world. That's another type of reality that's happening just at the same time. And I would actually say is probably happening more than the ills. It's just we happen to be looking this way. And in the Bible, it talks about turn the other cheek. Well, turn the other cheek doesn't mean let it be. Turn the other cheek means turn the other cheek. Look at the good. Look at the good, start to shift, start to have an appreciation, and now I can be in service to that good. And if I'm in service to the good, guess what? I'm in service to the ills of the world. The ills of the world start to shift. There's a different level of appreciation going on when I start to just turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek. So you guys are pretty important. You think, you might think you're important, but guess what? You're even more important. You're super important. You are literally the essence of God. Literally, whether you know it or not, whether that feels comfortable or not. And when you smile and when you just show up And when you allow the blessing of you to be the truth, you can't help but to touch so many lives. So with that, let's just go back into another short meditation. And if it feels good, again, you can close your eyes or soften your gaze. In the book Prosperity, written by Charles Fillmore, just taking these words, he wrote, "True giving is the love and generosity of the Spirit. The Spirit-quickened heart, responding to the love and generosity of the Father's heart." In that essence that Fillmore called the Father is, in fact, the Christness within us. H. Emily Cady wrote in the book How I Use Truth that giving first takes place in spirit, as a God idea seeking expression. Giving first takes place in spirit as a God idea seeking expression. Giving is the gift of the Creator's own spirit to be created. This is the first giving. This is the first giving. This movement in us is a desire to give or to do something, to be something. And if we follow through on that spiritual inspiration, we will actually perform the act of service. We will give the mental or visible gift of being to another. And whether we think we can do or be of service, we are reminded of the words in Philippians chapter 4, verses 13, that I can do all things through the Christ that strengthens me. I can do all things through the Christ within that strengthens me. Now I take these words into the silence. I can do all things through the Christ which strengthens me. I invite you back to this here and now moment, into the awareness of this space. substance which is our supply. Helps to ignite us, helps us to move forward, helps us to continue expressing all the goodness weaved within our very beingness. And so we simply whisper the words, "Use me," because we recognize that we are in and of service every time we get quiet, every time we pray, every time we smile. And we know that this rides the wave of light to touch others in some way, shape, and form. And not only are we grateful, we are so appreciative. And so it is. Thank you. So we have another song that some of you probably know. It's by Karen Drucker, and it's "I Am So Blessed." And we put the words on the screen. And you can sing it, you can sway to it. No, this is about you. And even if you don't think you're blessed, I know you're blessed. I know you're blessed, and I'm holding that for each and every one of you. You are anointed. There is a part of you that is literally anointed, because you don't have to do anything to be blessed. Don't forget, you are the original blessing. The original blessing. Woo! Isn't that great to know? Yes.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed.
Let me hear you sing it. Come on.
I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
You keep singing those songs, use me, and I'm so blessed, and I guarantee you will transform. Even if you're already transformed, you will transform to another level. I know that to be true. I know it to be true. Yeah. Well, let's give Toni a round of applause. And Mike, let's give Mike a round of applause. Toni, will you share the names of the songs that you sung today?
Okay, Mike, help me make sure I get this right. It's a good day, Doris Day? No, Peggy Lee. I keep confusing them. I told you to help me, Mike. Peggy Lee. Okay. Oh my goodness. And then we did Use Me, Ricky Byers, the great Ricky Byers. Grateful, Karen Drucker.
Christy Snow.
Actually, I think Karen wrote it, but Christy Snow did it.
Okay.
Listen, I think.
Okay.
I'll double check it.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm so blessed. That was Karen Drucker also.
Yeah. All right. Wonderful songs today. So, Jillian, are we back online? Okay. All right. So, those of you, sorry we weren't online today, but we're so grateful that you're here with us watching the recording. We love you and we appreciate you, and we've been radiating our light so that you feel it whenever you watch it, and whatever now is now. All right, so, hey, this is the time in the service where I express some gratitude and we raise and praise some folks, and there's always folks to raise and praise here at the center. And, oh, man. Oh, there's so many people to thank. I want to thank, and I know I thanked everyone last week for the Family and Friends Appreciation Sunday and the Harvest Fest Feast, but I'd like to thank everyone again because that was so much fun. Wasn't it fun? The food was good. The environment was magnificent. And so I don't have all the names listed, but most of the faces sitting in this room participated in that service. But everybody raise your hands that participated. Yeah. All right, and I'm giving you jazz hands back. This is my appreciation, jazz hands back. So thank you all for willing to be together and invite your families and to just shed your light, let it just pour out and be an appreciation. So during this time in the service, we invite everyone else to show your appreciation. And so if you want to be used by Spirit and in that way help out here at the center, there's much to do. It's the holiday season, so there's even more to do because of the holiday season. There's things to do on the grounds, in the building, to help out with different services. So we invite you into that sacred service. In addition, if there's something on your heart, something that you are doing in your life or you want to bring into the world and you would like some assistance, you can let us know, and we're more than willing to help. Also, if, sorry, that I couldn't help but laugh. You guys are throwing me off my game. Also, we invite you to share your treasure. And that's another way that you can be in generosity and allow yourself to be used. And when we talk about the sharing of one's treasure, that sharing of that financial energy we have in our lives. And again, we ask you to do so from a generous heart. From a generous heart. When you allow yourself to be inspired by that Holy Spirit within, and I like to talk about the Holy Spirit because that Holy Spirit, when we start to recognize that it's a part of us, it's not some mystical thing outside of us, it's the mystical part within us. When we allow that to move us, we move in ways that our brains may not lead us to. And when we move from a generous heart, then we are connected with Source as our supply, substance as our supply. And so I invite you into this giving as well. I invite you to move to your heart and then be inspired by that Holy Spirit within. And so the different ways that you can give here at the center is we will have our generosity stewards moving through the sanctuary in a minute. You can always give cash, you can give a check, and if you're giving a check, you can write it to Unity of Sussex County. And if you're not here, you can always send it to 25 Mudcut Road, Lafayette, New Jersey, 07848. You can also go to our website, unityofsussex.org, and there's a give button in the upper right-hand corner. We also have a QR code that you can use, and we also have text to give, and that number is 973-381-1655. And when we talk about the giving, right, some say giving and receiving is the same thing. That's what they used to teach in Unity. I don't know if I actually agree with that, but when we're moving from our heart and we're giving from a conscious place, we're allowing ourselves to be used and we're raising up into that frequency of appreciation, then we are moving into what? The law of circulation. And now the law of circulation, now that provides some receiving. Because you're circulating, you're being generous, you're moving in generosity, so you're being generative. And so it gets that wind of the law of circulation moving. And so you can't help to receive. Now, you may not receive the way you give, but guess what? You're going to receive, and it's going to be good. You may give over here, and it may come back from over here. You may get. You may receive. So you have to be in that receptive mode as well. So since we're moving into the law of circulation because we are being conscious and we are moving in generosity, then we're going to declare and decree our prosperity blessing. Because what? We are so blessed. So say it with me, please. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. God is my inexhaustible resource, and all my needs are instantly, constantly, bountifully met from every direction, known and unknown, expected and unexpected. Our abundant good comes to us now.
What?
Now.
What?
Now.
What?
Now.
What?
Now.
What?
Now. And now. All right. And so I invite the generosity stewards to move through the sanctuary. Will you noodle for us? So everybody, I invite you to get the energy up to help to bless these offerings. You can keep playing, Mike. That was pretty. We like to hear music while we pray. All right. So right here and right now, we are knowing that God is the all-sufficiency. And we know that this energy is in fact infused with the God essence because God is everywhere present. God is omnipresence, not just outside of us, within us. And in fact, the divine idea was manifested in the heart of God. And money is just a representation of the divine idea of prosperity. So we know that since the all-sufficiency is infused in each and every one of these givings, each and every positive thought in this room that was given into this time, every voice that went out to shout that prosperity blessing, that it helps to move these funds out into the world, and we see them multiplying exponentially, touching many and many and many and many lives. We see that circulating through the world so that everyone is touched and everyone is uplifted and everyone is in fact taken care of and supported. Thank you, each and every individual, for helping to uplift these offerings. And we know that in the energy of the Christ, it goes on. It goes out and it fulfills and it continues to do so. And so it is. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. So we're going to roll into the closing of the service. Just a few reminders. Dolly is the prayer chaplain today, and she's available if anyone would like to pray. If anyone would like to pray after service, one-on-one, she's available. We have a prayer team that is a mighty, mighty, mighty prayer team. I think Dolly said earlier there's about 15 people on the prayer team. They hold many in prayer, and one of the things that they do is they write affirmations each month, and on Wednesday at noon, every Wednesday at noon, they hold these affirmations. They read them and they hold them in their hearts. So we invite you into that sacred service to be used in that way as well. If you like, you can take a picture of the affirmations. Also, there's affirmations out in the lobby, I believe, and you can take them and you can hold that with us on Wednesday. Has anyone ever heard of the Power of Eight? There's a book called The Power of Eight by not Len Twist, the other one, Linda Taggart. And basically, they did these studies where when they got 8 people together, now it could be 3 people, but they did the studies with, I think, 8 to 12 people. When they at least got 8 people together and they all held the same intention, things shifted. And in fact, all those that were holding the intention, guess what? Something shifted in their lives. Not even what they were holding. Some people got healings just because they were holding this intention with other people, and they didn't have to be in the same place. So I invite you to be part of that power, not just in your life, but in the life of others. And then 2 other reminders, we have 2 meditations. We have a meditation every Sunday before service at 10 a.m. You can attend in person or you can attend online. That's on Zoom. If you're interested in getting the Zoom link, you can use the QR code to subscribe to our newsletter, or you could subscribe out in the lobby and you'll get the link. We also have a Wednesday evening Zoom prayer as well. It's called Divine Pause. It's a wonderful way to get over the hump. They call that the hump day. It's at 6:30 p.m. and that's online as well. And just one last reminder, if anyone's interested in ShopRite cards, we have them available. When you purchase them, you get the value of the card and the center gets 5% from ShopRite. All right, did I remember everything? All right. I have to ask. All right, so with that, I invite everyone to stand. We're going to close out the service. We're going to sing the peace song, which we call Let There Be Peace on Earth, and then we're going to say the modified prayer of protection, and all those goodies will be on the screens.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever God is, and wherever God is, all is well.